I'm back. Let's Dwarf Fortress. Or rather, I will. You can just sit comfortably wherever you are, or stand if you're standing. I don't know why you are, but enter. What? No. Hang on. Huh? Okay. Didn't I watched a little bit of the recording? I didn't realize sparse trees. But yeah, I guess it stands to reason. There's not a lot around here. I should be okay. I mean, especially since I have such a bigger bark, but this is just—it's not a lot of trees. We got 3, 4, 5. It's a birch, I guess. Yeah, I could say no, not because a lot of times if you're in a good area, that usually means featherwood tree. For you vets out there, you know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, it's usually the birch. Birch tree. Yeah, there's enough trees. I should be okay with. Yeah, it said moderate vegetation. I also realized while I was in the last video, I'm going to do a really quick recap, not too much, because this is essentially episode 1. The first one is going to be episode 0. It's going to be pretty much the setup and everything like that. You know what? Adjusting the music. Sorry if you guys were jamming out to it, but it's distracting me. Alright, so, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm going to do a little quick recap of what I did. I did this, there you go. Just kidding. Alright, so these are my picks. I went through roles before. Essentially, I went through roles before I actually did any picks, just to see what people's better propensities were to do, and you can kind of see where the numbers kind of bear out eventually. But I got 2 carpenters. This guy is a military guy, military alt, so you can see that actually I gave discipline, dodger, armor user even, axe dwarf, plus he will be carrying around an axe because this is going to be the person who is cutting down the wood. That's Tobal. We got Sarvish here, who is a carpenter and also a potter. Eventually, he'll be pretty much primarily a potter. In fact, actually, I'm going to turn him off here, as we're going to do pottery pretty close to exclusively. Moral is our hunter, but as you can see, there's one in Mason, just because I brought a lot of stone, which you'll see as far as the inventory, or you looked at the previous video. Or basically, I brought 75 jet because I'm gonna make some structures out of that, probably the outer walls. That equates to 300 blocks once they're all cut, and it takes a while. Even thinking of the secondary Mason. Now I picked. This isn't necessary to pick all of them, but it's just easier. The way I kind of do it, architecture, if it's over 50, I let them do it even though this is close. So if they got to do it, then it'll get done at least. I got weaponsmith. Okay, sorry, I'm getting lost in my own little world. Also to military, Moral is a archer. I've got 3 ambusher, 2 marks dwarf, dodger discipline. Also student. Doesn't show up here, but if you go like this. So yeah, novice student. You can see all that. The dancer, singer, musician, and poet. Those actually just you start with the. But we don't have a bar yet, so it's not so much critical. Yeah. So. All right, so that's Moral, and then we're going to go to Melville. Melville is what I like to refer to as the weapon dwarf. I got weaponsmith and armoring. I got a blacksmith mechanic here. In fact, I'm even going to go like that. Yeah. And we got a glassmaker right here. Glassmaker also. Almost is the broker. That's the word I'm looking for. Conversationalist, appraiser, comedian, singer, negotiator, persuader. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to give everybody one in conversations and comedian. Reason being, you know, dwarves that get along with each other and then tend to be happier and work together well, and just it's much more efficient. Aban. Uh, Aban is the cook, but also originally I was going to put the 5 in cooking because that's money. It gets you good money off the bat. Yeah, in fact, yeah, this is not that great at it, but I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Yeah, right now I don't have I don't have an alcohol problem because I got 44 units of alcohol. But Aban is also the doctor. Let's look at what Aban's got going on. Leather worker, cook, a diagnostician, conversationalist, comedian. I was pretty Spartan as far as because with the doctor I usually like to put negotiator, not negotiator, persuader. Just I was just thinking for a doctor it's not a terrible thing. So okay, enough screwing around. Oh yeah, I do tanner and butcher. I gave everybody wood burner. Somebody's got to burn at least one piece of wood. This is not really that critical. Eventually this will go away. A lot of times I don't even worry about this until the first migrant wave or whatever, or second migrant wave even. But I probably won't really need to do any shearing. None of the animals that I brought are gonna require it. Let's see what we got. We got 2 male horses. All right, that's actually kind of easy in a way. War, hunting. The reason I do it this way, the female dogs are the war dogs, and from my understanding, I forget where I found this, or if it's even true. I think it is probably because this game is good and complicated that way. But the breed of the puppy will be stronger depending on how the dog's trained, like a war dog or hunting. I don't know what it would really be for a hunting dog, but it's just a tougher dog. That's kind of what it equates to. I'll start my cat production here. We got a couple cats. I don't need a whole lot, but yeah, a few more than 2 would be fine once the fortress gets bigger. 2 is good for now. I got some birds. These are going to produce eggs for me at first, and immediately after, meat and leather. So, and the horses are going to provide leather too. It's kind of convenient that they're both male because if there's a female, I want to milk it, and then, but it doesn't matter. All right. Another thing to do. All right, so that's the only thing I really have to do in animals. I tell them, okay, I want those trained. The kitchen. Now, this is usually scary to most people at the beginning because usually you're going to want fruit, leaves, vegetables, something to make alcohol with. But I'm going to do that by foraging. So that's how I'm going to solve that problem. Seeds, they don't cook. I don't care if they eat them. That's why I only brought 1. It's just kind of more for the free bag and the fact that they have a go-to. Like if they eat the pigtail seeds or even the dimple cups or plum helm, well, dimple cups, I don't care at all. But if they eat the seeds, who cares? Don't cook the booze. And don't cook the milk. And what? Okay, I don't think I explained it last time, but actually what I like to eat one of each milk, I didn't, is so I can do that. So I don't have to think about it later, because this game can get rather micromanagey. So if I have milk, okay, yes, I am recording. All right, so sometimes I get paranoid that I'm not. All right, so if I have milk, say if get a cow and I milk the cow and I got the cook just cooking away, he'll start cooking with the milk, and then I'll have, milk and alfalfa biscuits, and that's, it's better as cheese. So I want to make sure that this turns into cheese. Now also, all right, actually, yeah, there's nothing else. Okay, so now also with the milk, you see, since it's snowing out, I'm going to be able to, I'm going to have frozen milk. And I got to reselect it because frozen milk is a different thing. Let's see, I'm all over the place. All right, oh no, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, what am I doing? Okay, there we are. DP, I was doing it backwards. Okay, let's do this. All right. It's a pretty big area, and apparently, yeah. Speaking of which, get that underway. All right, these guys are gonna be busy. I'm also gonna do some cheats. Just a couple. Sometimes I don't cheat at all. I feel a little cheaty today. Plus, there's a volcano. I like to be a little over the top. It's fun, you know. I like to have fun. All right, so well, that's kind of a problem. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, the method to my madness, or like I say, the madness to my method. I'm gonna train the animals first, and then he's gonna jump in bed later with the mason. I mean, obviously that's because usually I have, yeah. All right. I think I'm just talking to myself now. And then the rest are gonna collect vegetables. Okay. Now that's a quick recap. Oh, and also here is well, you'll find out. I mean, you can always look at the previous video. W. Mason's Workshop. Yeah, I'll have room for everything. This is fine right here. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. You know what? I'll build them both. Okay. Then, okay. I guess the animals can go there. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. P. No, 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 no. Okay. Instead, I'm gonna go E instead of rectangle. We're gonna go flow. And right here's good. Plus. Sure. Okay. This is going to be N, of course. Well, of course to me anyway. And then T. Animal training as well. N. Dog. Leave the cats alone. No reason to hurt cats at this point. That's for later, maybe. All right, so, and then we're gonna go down here. Sure. P. Food. Okay. All right, so that's all right. So the food will go there, and most of that, I mean, I got all the booze will go there. Let's just start. 0 idlers. Look at that. Let me. Is it free? Ah, it's loud. It was loud to me. I'm wearing headphones. It's quick. Sometimes I like to stay away from that for a while and then see how much. See, look. See? Oops. Hitting X, not C. All right. All's good in the universe. I got ahead of that. Sometimes I like to, wait. And then else you'd see, oh, look at all the veggies I got. I'm curious. Oh. What is that? What are you? Cardinal. Looks like a bee, but there's only so much graphics to go around. All right, well. Oh. Stop it. There we go. That's some area for kitchen stuff. Yeah, there's still bringing shit. That's why I haven't started really on the blocks yet. I guess I could start on the blocks now. I'll start on a few blocks. Yeah, because that kind of left just 2 people for organizing. After my hunter is done training the animals, I'm going to wait till I get one consistent idler, which will probably be that person. But in the meantime, they'll slowly kind of put things away. Tea. See, this is what I got still there. Yeah, stuff is being... Yeah, so this is going into the stockpile. That's why it's tasked. Okay. It's got the frozen water buffalo milk in there. So, let's see. Z. Okay. Okay, so here's my hunter. P. E. Hunting dog, hunting dog. Alright, let me go here. Go N. Yeah. Actually, no. Keep all the war dogs there for right this minute. May change that. In fact, you know what? No. G. Yeah. E. I like to hit G afterwards just so it doesn't stay in that screen. You can't unassign animals. At least you can't at this titling of the whatever version I'm on. 42 point blah or 40. I don't know what it is. All right. So there we go. There we go. All right. So shit's still. All right. Oh, he looks like he's hanging out. Is he hanging? Yeah, he's just hanging out. All right. So you know what? And then the butcher shop. Yeah, I already have access to the magma stuff. A lot of times you don't see that right away because, you know, I'm going to hold off on that. Yeah, you should be able to build a few things there. In fact, I might as well. Here, where are you, Hunter? All right. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, just for a minute, just so you can build it. We got a thaw. We got a thaw. All right. So yeah, now you're gonna do it. this works. All right, so I got 2 people cutting blocks. I brought 75, as you probably could, if you glanced while I was building those workshops. I got 75 jet. Even though it looks gray, it's a black stone jet. So yeah. So I'll end up with essentially 300. Well, minus the 2 that I made for that, and also I used some blocks. Blah blah blah. So yeah, they're just collecting stuff. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do another round here because I want to get the spring vegetables or the. Yeah. There's a lot of bees. It's good. Bumblebees. So eventually I'll get some honey and bumblebee wine. Bee infested area. I love it. I don't need more bumblebees though. Wood vines. That's what I thought they were. Alright, so I'm ending up with plenty of veggies. Let's see how. Yeah, look at that. Ones. Oh, it's unnecessary. You don't need to be feeding each other water with buckets, you stupid dwarves. It's a glitchy thing. I think they'll eventually go away with it. I mean, Toady has a lot to work on, so no pressure there, but yeah, for some reason they like to bucket feed each other water at first. I don't know. It eventually goes away, but it's a weird thing. We've got plenty of veggies now, and they are still collecting plants. In fact, let's, I don't know if I'm being annoying by switching around so much. Z, F. There's bees down there. There's bees everywhere. Hopefully I can get honeybees as well, instead of just bumblebees. Ooh, look at that. Alright, so, you know what, actually, Fugit, I like to overdo things. I do. It's a sickness. It's a sickness about myself I've accepted. Yeah, do the whole map. Get it all. Alright, so that was unnecessary, but in the long run it was fine. I mean, this way I won't run out of veggies. And I mean, they have plenty to eat now, so let's take a look. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So that's a good amount of stuff. I'm gonna let it sit for a bit because it's. I guess the reason I could have just had people start cutting more stones. That in a sense would have made more sense. Been more productive. I mean, it's all productive to some level. What I did was not ideal. Is what I'm saying. You know what? Get a refuge. Oh, no, refuge. Yeah. Go right here. Oh, wait. What am I doing? It's crazy. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I'm not really going to use it as of this minute because we're outside, but still, it's nice to have something going on. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah. Oh, yes, I didn't do the cheating yet either. All right, so let me do that. Excuse me. Belched. That snuck up on me. Normally a little bit more polite than that. I get a little addicted to plant gathering. I don't know why. Again, I got problems. Threes. That's kind of neat, though. They're skilling up. They're all skilling up in that. I like it anyway. So, that's the thing. I mean, it's not the best use of their time because I mean this is plenty right here, as you can see. Kitchen. That's a lot of stuff. Still no rope reads. They're always almost every time somewhere. We're gonna get to the cheating. All right, so I do a couple cheats. I don't do a lot. I do this one where this is barely a cheat. I mean, it's all kind of justifiable. All right, this is the most justifiable. I want to see what that is. Just curious. Where is it? It's gone. I saw some little thing right here. Okay, there it is. Oh. What are you? A rat. Okay. Great. Just what I need, a rat. Alright, so here's the cheat that I do. Oh, I don't always do remove stress. That's a rare one. Maybe I'll do that on this. It's not necessary, though. Totally not necessary. And, I've done that, too. I normally don't do that. In fact, that was the first time I've ever done that. This is my cheat. This is the one that I'm talking about. Alright, so the justification here is like, well, the dwarves just kind of really know what's around. This actually just gives you a full inventory of the stone and where it is. All right, 102, we're at 148, so this is down there, the marble is. And, yep, that seems to be the only flux stone. And I like marble, and we got plenty of it, so, we'll have a good metal industry, but not until we're 40-something levels down. And, hang on, I'm going to pause this because I got a cough attack coming on. I can feel it. So, yeah, I think I'm actually gonna do this, and then I'm gonna make another video, kind of doing this sort of haphazardly. So the marble is 102. Uh, 102. Oh, yeah, I mean that's the level. Okay, so this kind of tells you what's there. I know I have sand. That's fine, but still tell me what I have. All right, I got a lot of tetrahedrite. A real lot of tetrahedrite. A lot of gold. So that's a good amount of gold. So I'm going to have a lot of gold. Galena, so that's 50% silver, so that's good. And lead. Well, I find uses for it. I don't do the... Yeah, I try and limit the lead just because I know what it is, even though the game doesn't actually have an impact on the dwarves. I think of ancient Rome with they ate out of lead silverware and stuff like that. Not a good idea, but we didn't know at the time. And lead paint and, blah, blah, blah. We're knowledgeable now. It's still in the water, but we ain't perfect. All right, sphalerite, that is zinc. So with the sphalerite and the tetrahedrite, I'm gonna have lots of brass, which is cool. Yeah, it's something we're Bronze Age or something. I think that's the name of the. Yeah, we don't have any cassiterite though. Cassiterite is what's necessary to make. Ooh, I got aluminum. I love aluminum. I do not have platinum though. Huh, a lot of times I usually have a platinum and no aluminum. Adamantine, that's a good number. It's not a great number. 2,500 is a better number. Malachite, so that's just copper. Native copper is just copper. Malachite and native copper are interchangeable. Hematite and... Is it just hematite? I got enough of it. Yeah. Okay, well, just that. That's all the malachite I have. All right, or hematite I have. So this is iron. So this plus the flux stone, that's my steel industry. But that's a good number, so that's fine. It's not like I'm going to run out. I mean, I'm on crazy, silly amounts. It's just, you know, how often I'm going to find it. That's a thing. I don't want to have to search for it, but I see a lot of it right off the bat, so we're good. So hematite is my iron, copper. We got silver. So like for instance, silver and horn silver. Essentially they're interchangeable because they give you silver. The only difference is if you enable it to make furniture out of the raw material itself, which is less profitable. But sometimes somebody will have a preference. Like if you have a noble who likes native or horn silver, you can actually make, you know, that type of furniture for them, and they'll like it more, you know, because they like it. Games like that. It's kind of cool. Except for kind of, it's more than kind of cool. I love this game. All right, so malachite is copper, adamantine. We can, you know, that's what they use to make Wolverine's claws. Well, you know, it's very light and very strong. It's a fantasy uh, metal that's been around for a long time in different forms in different games. It doesn't actually exist, but I like to pretend it does. All right, aluminum. Uh, Aluminum is actually very valuable in this. It's the same price um, as platinum, and that's actually historical because aluminum is very prevalent now. But you know, finding pure sources of aluminum was very rare. We do it through chemical processing or something. I don't know the whole thing. You have the Google machine right there, just like I do. So if you're interested in how we extract aluminum, you can find out. But so yeah, we're good. I got all my needs. Um, I know you know what, I don't need the casterite, even though bronze is in our, I think it's Bronze Age. I think that's the name of our fort. I got a little bit of bronze. I'm fine with that. I I don't care. Platinum would be nice addition, but it's not, you know, critical. Gems, I like to look for crystal rock. Okay, that's a good number. It's always a good number because I embark everywhere. All right, now here's the thing. Shit. There's no fucking colonite. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Well, it's a good thing that actually I have him as a carpenter as well. So, yeah, it's good that I went that way. Um, you know, I could have even had him be the leatherware. It doesn't matter. Who cares? It is what it is. All right, so yeah, he'll make some pottery here and there. Primarily, he'll be a carpenter. So that's how I'll play it that way. It makes sense, you know. I'm just glad it wasn't like, you know, sometimes I'll do potter and then like hunter or something, so you know he'd be basically useless unless he's hunting. All right, so that's not fantastic. Now there's no what do you call it? There's no bituminous coal or lignite here, which doesn't really matter that much. I got a fucking volcano. That's good enough. This is all the veggies I have. So we got garlic and onion and sweet pods. Well, this is lower down. This also can tell you where the Z levels are. Not the Z level, the caverns, because that's like a question. It's like, where are the caverns? This won't tell you anything, but this will. See the pick. This is actually all right. So 90 and 11. These are essentially the. This is the top of the uppermost. This is the top of the bottom of the uppermost cave level. If that makes any sense, it's essentially, it's the highest floor of the highest cave. Yeah, that'd be accurate. All right, so these are the. So it goes down to 80. So sometimes you can figure out all three. I think it's just. I think it's just primarily telling me the where the top layer is. It comes in somewhere above 90. So like around 100, then I'm like, I'm gonna get in close. I mean, they're not that big, so I could probably go safely down to 100. But if I start going into the 95, 94, yeah, I'm probably gonna hit caverns, or at least I have a chance to. And this is the bottom of the bottom level before you get to the circus. If you don't know what the circus is, I don't care. You can Google it. We do have one rope breed, but maybe it's not in season, but we don't have it yet. All right, so this tells me the trees and everything. Now, also, you know, even though the dwarves are good at knowing where's what and what's where, the way I think of it is like I go like that. I don't really look at it again, and I have a mortal memory, so it's not that much of a cheat. They just have an idea, like, you know, dwarves knowing about geology. Probably better than any of the races, including us, the humans, the only race that actually exists. But, well, who knows? Maybe there's another dimension. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you think about never mind, I'm getting away from myself. All right, so, and then I do this. I don't do that, I do this. Oh, first I gotta highlight somebody. All right, so what I do, oh. So there we go. So I souped them up. Unnecessary move stress. Maybe I might as well. I mean, it's unnecessary. I mean, removing stress makes them super happy. This jacks up their abilities. So essentially, this is more cheaty. This is more like if you're thinking, all right, we have a movie about these dwarves, and they're at the top of their game. I mean, they are essentially they are worked. I'm actually even doing the dogs too, because why not? They are just the best of the best. They are elite dwarves, and the cats too, because why not? They're permanent residents. The horses are not. Horses are next to go, and so are the birds. But so don't bother with them. And here, I'll show you. All right, so watch what happens here. Oh, not that one. Attributes. I must have accidentally deleted it. Oh no, here it is. Alright, so I only did 2 of the dwarves. Well, here, watch what happens. Boom. So, mighty, extremely agile. All these are up there. So these are the 2. You could see, you know, how it shot up and how it's bigger and the thing is, it'll even out. Like these numbers will change, but you could see, you know, 25 out of, but see, like this person right here, you know, 17 out of 30. So this person is going to have a better memory, Mebel. But they already have a great memory. See, quite clumsy. This is going to go up to 1,000 something. So, yeah, so Mebel will at least be normal with agility. What does Mebel do for a living? Ah, the hunter. So that's good. Wouldn't this be Mebel? That's moral. Huh? Confused. More. Okay, Mebel is the armor. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna do that off camera because you saw the process. It's not super hard. Yeah, I'm gonna remove stress as well. I'm gonna make this extra cheaty. I'm not gonna clear it every time. I see some Let's Players they constantly do it. See here, watch what happens here. Happy. Ecstatic. At minus 1 million. So like just beyond happy. I'm not gonna do this with every wave. A lot of times I do this with the first 2 or 3. You know, like the first migrants and then the second group of migrants. And I cool it after, because you know, then that's when I figure out, okay, I'm gonna have a metal crafter, because I'm gonna want a metal crafter. I want a lot of things. I don't need to be a leather worker anymore. I'm retired from that. So, all right, I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna immediately make another video because that's how I do it.